news now that Russia has been banned from the SWIFT system. So the SWIFT system is basically an international banking system, and they've been banned partially because like not all of the banks have been banned, and I think that's to not affect the supply of natural gas to the western parts of Europe, or like places like Germany. But still, this move will drive Russia straight into the arms of China now. There's no other way. There's no other way. Let's just listen to what I think it's Ursula von der Leyen is saying.
That a certain number of Russian banks are removed from SWIFT. This will ensure that these banks are disconnected from the international financial system and harm their ability to operate globally. SWIFT is the world's dominant global interbank payment system. Cutting banks off will stop them from conducting most of their financial transactions worldwide and effectively block Russian exports and imports. Second, we will stop Putin from using his war chest. We will paralyze the assets of Russia's central bank. This will freeze its transactions, and it made it impossible for the central bank to liquidate assets. And finally, we will work to prohibit Russian oligarchs from using their financial assets on our markets.
There you've heard it, guys, from the horse's mouth. What will this do for crypto now? That's the question. You need to ask yourself what this will do for crypto now. I think it will boost it. I'll even look at my crypto profile now, just to see what my XRP and my Bitcoin is doing. Just to have an idea. Maybe it will go down. Crypto is extremely reactive to real world problems, which is funny. It's supposed to be like the safe haven from real world problems, basically. Some of the tweets coming out now, and like all of the people here are celebrating Russia being banned from the SWIFT system, and like these people are so short-sighted, man. Like, it's so moronic. If you ban Russia, it's fine, but remember, like, Russia is such a large supply of natural gases to the world. I think they're just behind Saudi Arabia by a single country in supply, and that's concerning, because surely Russia will not just sit by and be sanctioned by the West, because it's basically them doing this. I can see a lot of things going wrong here. The West is cutting off its nose to spite its face. This is basically why they're removing Russia from it. And I can see everyone is just celebrating it on Twitter. But like, these blue chicks on Twitter are a bunch of morons. I'm sorry to say it, but like, they are. They don't have independent thoughts. They're all in your feelings, people. If it makes sense, they don't care. If it makes sense, if it's emotional, they care, which is so funny. Like, this is so detrimental to the West and to the United States. The more people who move away from the dollar, the weaker the dollar becomes, the weaker the United States becomes. The United States is only the richest country in the world. That won't be the only richest country in the world because of the United States dollar. They're the richest country because the dollar is the reserve currency in the world. Simple as. There's no other explanation for why. So if everyone moves away from the dollar, the United States collapses. And that is what China wants. China is sitting back, winning this war. They're not even in this war, and they're winning it. Because Russia, the USA, and Great Britain and the West still believe it's Cold War, and the USSR is still alive. Germany is heavily reliant on Russia now. But they agreed to ban some of the Russian banks. They restricted the Russian central bank as well. I'm looking now, look at 2014, because people think this is a new invasion. This is just a continuation of what happened in 2014. Putin took Crimea without firing a shot. The guy's calculated. He's playing chess and these guys are playing checkers. Because only if you're playing checkers you will cut off your nose to spite your face. This is benefiting no one. Except China. China is winning here. And everyone, it's almost like China is the biggest threat in the world. You're just sleepwalking past him.
That would support.
No, it will be fine. Senator Marsha Blackburn.
As you know, Eric, this is what really allows for easy transfer, financial transactions across borders, and this is something that we need to do. One of the things, not only will it make it difficult for Russia to be able to support their troops financially and carry forward with their economy, it also will give us an indication of how much China is prepared to support Russia in this endeavor. We have heard, of course, that China would be there to bank them. China would be there to prop up their energy sector. We know that Xi Jinping, who heads the Chinese Communist Party, has recently met with Putin, and this will give us an indication of how closely tied these two are. I really look at Russia, China, Iran, North Korea as the new axis of evil.
And there's no value in the economy for the money. Like, just imagine everyone moves away from the dollar. I'm just thinking now, everyone moves away from the US dollar. That country is poor by tomorrow. But like, you want to play chicken. They want to play chicken. Everyone is celebrating it. And you'll see people without brains doing that. If Russia legalizes Bitcoin now, that's a bit at odds with China because they're cracking down on Bitcoin. But I only think that they're cracking down on Bitcoin the same as Nigeria has been doing, because they want to have their own crypto, it's like digital currency. I know China is working on having its own digital currency, and they're also working on having a different system to SWIFT. So I mean, like, China is doing their own thing and I don't care. And like, everyone sees them ignoring the rules, but people just don't care. Like, XRP is gonna explode. XRP is going to explode because like XRP and the XRP ledger, it's a bit different from the other cryptos. So I think this one might work. Oh my god, this is such a nice one. Oh my god, this is such, I don't know what this guy is saying because it looks like, let me see here. With each sanction, Russia becomes more independent and continues to network with other states. It also no longer wants to be bullied by the Western values. That's so true. That's so true. And like, the West is just like, there's a limitation to your power. Like, this is what happened to Great Britain. Like, there's limitations. All empires will fall. The fiat currency is dead now. Because like, this is perplexing to me, man. Like, this is weird and this is bullshit. I'm just thinking now. I'm at the loss for words, guys. I'm just thinking Russia will use its influence now. Belarus is a puppet state, so they'll use that one as well. That one will move off SWIFT. Putin calculated for this. I believe the way he took Crimea from Ukraine without firing a shot, like, even after giving in, because the president of Ukraine was loyal to Russia, but his people wanted to join. His people wanted to join the EU, but like, Putin is an ideologue, I believe, and that's why he took Crimea. And I believe he wants the People's Republic of Lugansk in Donetsk to remain. He doesn't want, so he basically wants 3 new countries. And like Donetsk is like one of the industrial hubs. So this is stupid. This will affect the dollar. This will totally affect the dollar. This will totally affect the dollar. Like, there's so many people that will gain. And like, people don't care because like, when the economy goes to shit, it's the poor people, it's the people at the bottom that will suffer. Because like, here in South Africa as well now, shit is so expensive now. And like, I don't know, we are so dependent on imports of natural gas and like petroleum that there's like, there was a price hike for Wednesday, but like it went up again. So I think this might be the foreseeable future for us now, especially for Africa. I don't even know why we in Africa are so dependent on imports from other people or other countries. And I'm not meaning that in like an imperial sense. I just think that with proper management, less corruption, we should actually be more cohesive. And I know like most people don't know how diverse Africa is. It's like we are so diverse here. We're not just a group of black people, we're so diverse. And that's the problem. It's like the diversity is like killing us. Because like so many groups want to be in power in their countries. No matter where you go, the diversity is killing us. Or the multiculturalism basically is killing us here in Africa. Because there's no way we can move forward. Look at places like the Congo and all these places. It's so frustrating to watch. But I don't want to get off topic here, man. I'm just like looking at this now. By DNC actor, Brooklyn did, the EU, UK, Canada and the US are committed to remove Russia from Russian banks from SWIFT. Shit just got real. Agree. There's no winners here except China and the ultra-rich who's pushing for this war. There was no need for this. Even in 2014, what's this desire to join NATO? Oh my God, like, if Russia wanted to invade, why didn't he do it? 1997, when the first country started to join NATO, it did nothing. But like this continuous expense towards Russia, it's 14 countries have joined now. They've joined an organization whose devout and mandate is to have conflict with Russia. Like, there's so much fake news out there as well. 3,000 Russian soldiers are dead, have been killed. If that's the case, then Russia would have been more aggressive. The reason why they taking it slow, they're not so aggressive, is because they are calculated. They're so calculated with this move now. It's not we just invade for the sake of invading. They took Chernobyl, which is weird. Like, who wants to be in Chernobyl? Russia apparently. Like, this is like, yes, so much, guys. So much. This isolation of Russia will not help. It will not work. The world is so dependent, especially like Russia is the largest exporter of wheat. One of the largest, they're like one of the largest producers of military equipment as well. China as well. So if you look at how many countries, because remember, like the way the United States is acting is like a bully, and so many countries are getting sick and tired of it. I remember like in 2011 or 10, when Barack Obama told Uganda to allow gay marriage, or it will cut off Uganda from like subsidies and stuff. And I'm thinking, so much for respecting a country's sovereignty and freedom and stuff like that. Because if the people in the country don't want something you have in yours, shouldn't you respect it? But I think that's the main problem here. This is the main problem we're having in this situation here. If the USA is for something, it's right. If any other country is for something, it's wrong. And look at Taiwan. Look at what's gonna happen in Taiwan now. China has been having flyovers over Taiwan. They've been testing the waters. They've been testing the waters now. And this is all coming together. This is a perfect storm for China to move in and finally take Taiwan. The world is changing and it will never be the same. Things will change. People are really celebrating this. Because, and I don't understand like why the people at the bottom normally go for shit like this. Why do they support this? Like, you are the ones who will get affected by this. So why are you supporting this? Russia wasn't prepared because like most of their trade is not in the US dollar anymore. I think half of it is not in the US dollar. They've been moving away from the dollar now since 2014, since the first sanctions. They've been buying gold since 2018. They've bought so much gold. This is so interesting. And like this, the president of Ukraine is pissing me off. Because this guy, his actions is going to lead to a World War III now. He is so antagonistic. It's like he wants NATO to be involved. He wanted, I think, Turkey to stop a Russian fleet. I mean, if you're looking for war, do that. Engage Russia. Engage Russia and take their military equipment. We will have a full-scale war. This guy is acting irresponsibly. If he's not telling his people to join civilians to fight a well-trained army. This guy is a reckless president and people is calling him brave. He's reckless and he's a coward. Because he's endangering all of us. I don't think Africa will, if there's a World War III, it will affect us so much here in Africa. But like, nuclear weapons, that stuff will mess up the atmosphere. In that sense, we all suffer. So, look at the White House celebrating this. This is because like, for the EU to do this, they needed to go to Germany. So like Germany is basically controlling the EU, but not openly because of the history. Cowards. Oh my God, look at this. And like everyone is so, oh my God, Ukraine. Like whether it's left or right, I'm delighted to hear the EU announce that, okay, it says a Ukrainian flag, so doesn't surprise me. Let's see what CNN is saying. Same old shit. Okay guys, look here, it's getting late. I'll update you as the